CODI is mainly dance work with some theatrical elements to it on a kind of universal story of working rights of the working class being abused and how sometimes a lot of the industries that support smaller towns or communities get stripped away in a heartbeat and how that community kind of deals with that and how they push on. And in trying to understand my relationship to Wales a bit better and the cultural history of it, I started looking back at coal mining community. We are actually looking at personal stories and documentations of perspectives of what it was like in that era and what it was like to work in those coal mines and how people dealt with death and how people dealt with grief. CODI is the meaning of rising, to uplift, to uprise. And I guess there's a metaphorical story in that, uprising in, I guess, an emotional, spiritual way, but also how these group of individuals, we see them rise above the ground and surface. In the Western world, we don't deal with death and grief in the same way from my motherland in Zimbabwe. We might deal with death because it's just so often it happens for the most silly and basic reasons. People just die from that water, whatever it is, loss of life just happens and people move on. It's been really lovely to revisit the work and to meet new bodies, new minds, new souls, and finding a way to communicate previous language with the language that we're using in the space by looking at the work and be like, what are the elements within each section and what are the feelings, and let's make it our own. So it's been really, really awesome in the sense that the dancers have made me dream about CODI in a new way. History is really important to talent, but if you're drawing off history and you're trying to comment on the present and the future, it's about honoring that history, but reimagining it. And that's been clear in how we've approached CODI. Nothing's concrete yet, never is till the lights go on and the audience are there. But yeah, we're just playing and just dreaming.